What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Apex Legends, the brand new free-to-play BR taking everyone and Fortnite by storm lately. And we're going to be talking about probably the number one question that everybody either wants to know or has figured out already. What are the best weapons? Now, one thing that I especially love about this game, about Apex Legends, is how well balanced everything is, including the weapons. So that makes this video in particular a little bit difficult. Now, I do want to preface that this video is entirely my opinion. So you may disagree, you may agree, this is entirely my opinion. You may see some actual statistics about weapons somewhere. I'm not taking that into account here. I'm taking my playtime, my enjoyment in different weapons into account, and I think that actually matches up pretty well with what other people are saying are the best weapons in Apex Legends. So let's go category by category through the weapons, and I'm going to tell you my most favorite to least favorite of every category. After that, we can talk about my favorite weapon pairs, or weapon combos you may call it, the two weapons you actually want to run. So jumping right into it here, first we're going to touch on the assault rifles. So there's three assault rifles, the R301, the Hemlock, and the Flatline, and I enjoy them in that order. R301 first, then Hemlock, then Flatline. So why the R301 over the other ARs? Well, it is a deadly accurate assault rifle. Now, it does have a very, very small clip, only 18 bullets, so you're going to need to find that light extended mag somewhere throughout your game, or else you are probably not going to kill somebody in 18 bullets. And you can see it does take light bullets, or the orange bullets there, and you can find those basically anywhere. I don't ever have a problem finding light bullets. Hemlock next, and I think some people, especially people I play with, may fight me on this. They may say the Hemlock is first. The Hemlock is very good, the burst is very good, and if you're fast enough trigger finger, the single shot can be very viable as well. Now, I have it below the R301 because if you miss your shots, you're not getting that kill. Especially at a close range, the R301 is probably going to beat the Hemlock unless you're really hitting your shots. And it is heavy ammo, which is a bit more scarce throughout the map. And finally, the Flatline last. I am just not a fan. That is why it's last. I just not a fan. Not picking it up. Next up, we have shotguns, which are literally hit or miss. So number one overall, obviously, we have the Mastiff. Now, this thing is insane. As you can see, it's yellow. It is a legendary weapon only found in the game drops, or the crates that actually fall from the sky. Next up on the list, we have the Peacekeeper, which if you've watched anybody play this game, they're probably running the Peacekeeper. It is by far, I would say, my opinion here, the best shotgun that you can just find anywhere, not including the Mastiff. For the most part, I would say this is the best shotgun to go with to find off the ground. Next up is the EVA 8 Auto Shotgun, which is, it's alright. That's why it's above the Mozambique, but below the Peacekeeper. I would pick it up, but I would say if I'm going to find a Peacekeeper, I'm going to drop the EVA 8. That's basically all I got to say. It's not a bad gun, and it's not the best. And finally, the Mozambique. If you know this game at all, you know the memes about the Mozambique. That is why this is last. Maybe the worst gun in the game. And earlier I was talking about how balanced this game is. There's a little bit of a question mark around the Mozambique there. Next up is the LMGs. Now, this may be a little controversial. This is, again, my opinion. Spitfire first. I love the Spitfire. I feel like on console, for some reason, it is maybe better. I don't know if that's a personal thing or what. And then the Devotion. Now, a lot of people do run the Devotion. It has that legendary turbocharger attachment. The Devotion to me is like a minigun. It has to spin up, and I just do not like it. I feel like that gets me killed way too much. The Spitfire, very accurate, a ton of ammo. You're really not reloading, especially if you have a heavy mag on there. That gun just destroys, and it destroys multiple people when they have to reload. You're just still shooting them. Spitfire is great. Devotion, not so great. Submachine guns. All right, so this class right here, I personally do not use. So this is based off what I've seen a lot of other people use. And I don't just mean like your average Joe. I'm talking about big streamers that play the game, competitive players, etc. So a ton of people use the R99, which is a very quick shooting, very close range sub. Again, just like the R301 we talked about earlier, this one is gonna need your light extended mag on it. And then following down the Prowler. Now the Prowler is a burst sub, which is a little odd. I know it's not terrible, and that's why I put it second here. And if you can actually get the special select fire attachment for it to make it auto, that makes it even better. And then finally the Alternator, which I really only use when I'm landing, and that's the only gun I can find. It's not terrible. I've gotten quite a few kills with it, but as soon as I find something better, the Alternator's going down. All right, so sniper rifles up next. Again, number one on there, the Crabber, whatever you want to call it. This thing is insane. It is legendary. Again, only found in the game care packages that drop from the sky. But if you see this thing and you like sniping, I would pick it up. It's crazy. I think it's a one-hit headshot too. Full health, they're down. So that's got to be first. Next up, I like the longbow. I'm not a big sniper player, but the longbow up next, as I think it hits for like 50 or 60 in a body shot. So you can really scare somebody off or really chunk them for some good damage with the longbow. Next up, the triple take. I've picked this up a couple times and just do not like it. I don't know if it's an energy ammo thing that I don't like, but I am not a fan of the triple take. Some people do like it. So hey, if you haven't tried it out, maybe pick it up, try it out a couple games, get some different attachments, some different sights, play with it. Maybe it should be higher on this list. Not for me. And then finally the G7 Scout, which when I started playing this game, I thought was the best gun in the game for some reason. And now that I've used other weapons, I see that it's okay, but probably the worst sniper, I would have to say. And finally, pistols. So this one is the biggest landslide. First up, the Wingman. Maybe the literal best gun in the game. And then after that, we have the RE45 or the P2020. I mean, it's like someone smart told me, would you rather get hit in the left side of your face or the right side of your face? That's choosing between the RE45 or the P2020. If you're just landing and that's the only gun there, I understand. Please pick something else up after, but I'm not so sure about either of those pistols. All right, so that's my opinion on the best to worst of each weapon class. Now let's actually talk about some of the best pairings of weapons or the best combos you can run around the game with. And this can be tweaked really to one, whatever you find in the game, and two, whatever you enjoy. So don't think that what I'm saying here is what you have to look for and you're going to lose if you don't find these, because that's just not true. So recently what I've been trying to look for is the Wingman as my primary, that crazy pistol, and then a secondary of the R301 assault rifle. I'm a big fan of it, so that combo right there is a great combo for me. You kind of weaken somebody up with the Wingman from a distance, you push up while they're trying to heal, and you just spray them down with the R301. Now, if you want to keep that R301 as kind of your secondary, let's say, you can have quite a few different primaries. So for me, whether that's the Spitfire, the LMG, the Hemlock, another good AR, or maybe even a sniper. I don't know, whatever you want. And then let's flip that combo around a little bit. If I really can't find that R301, it's pretty simple to find a Peacekeeper, which is usually a good secondary. So I'll run like a Wingman and the Peacekeeper, or a Hemlock and the Peacekeeper, a Spitfire and the Peacekeeper. You kind of see where I'm going with this. So that's like my standard combos if I'm going to go for something. And obviously, the better attachments you can find make those combos even better. Let me know in the comments some other things you guys would maybe like to know about the game, whether that's the best legends or how to use a certain legend, or whether that's best sights on a weapon. I don't know. Whatever questions you guys have, please let me know. I will either make a video on it or I will try my best to answer your question. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please click that like button down below if you did enjoy it. Sub for more content, and I will see you guys later.